Well, good evening, everyone. And it is evening. The sun's getting ready to drop down over the hill over there, right behind those trees. Got me in the shade over here. My name's Joey. We're going to saw on some of these logs. I drug a couple of them out here. Got them down here where I can saw them. We got everything split up. Got everything in her stack. Josie's over at the barn because she's waiting on Granny. Granny's got to go pick Chris up from football meeting thing they got tonight because they got a big game tomorrow. So she's sitting over there waiting on Granny because she's going to ride with Granny whenever she goes to pick Chris up from that football thing. But we're going to get right into it today and saw up some wood. It's firewood season. We got to get this firewood sawed up. That way, not this way. Apparently, I've got a scavenger hunt going on that I didn't know about. Somebody said they've hid cards, and I got to pick them up as they go back toward the barn. Sounds fun, don't it? I'm ready for a new chain. I think my chain, I had to sharpen it 3 times on this. Or 2 times, sorry, 2 times. I sharpened it once when I started, and then 2 other times. And yeah, I think when I saw that burning stump the other day, it was super hot. I think I burnt that chain. It's got it so dull. It's just, I mean, that first piece, I only got 2 pieces sawed, which it had a lot of dirt on that first log. But yeah, it's definitely my chain has issues. She's still waiting on Granny. I wish they wouldn't tell her stuff. Because if it winds up, it's after our bedtime, she's not going to get to go. She's going to be mad. Or hurt feelings or whatever you want to call it. We'll get back to you guys tomorrow. It's supposed to be low 80s again tomorrow. I think tomorrow's when the chances of rain might start ramping up, but it's real low, 30 and 40% something. But we'll get back to you guys tomorrow. We'll split some of this wood, and I know I probably got like 4 or 5 more wheelbarrows I can take to the barn and finish getting it full, and then the rest of it we'll start stacking over here, kind of what we did last year, if y'all seen it last year, over beside the camper. But we'll see y'all sometime tomorrow, if all goes good. Well, good morning, everyone. New day. Went ahead and got the wheelbarrow this morning and brought down enough to get this full. I think I got about 9 loads in here. I figure right, somewhere 9-ish, somewhere in the 9 range. I was hoping to get about 10 or 12 in there, but I probably could if I stacked it on up a little bit higher, but I don't want to put too much weight on the back of my wall and stuff there in the barn. Got her helper here this morning. She done been running the roads this morning, so that's when I brought the rest of that wood down here and finished putting in the barn there. We'll go up here and get the splitting on this other wood. We'll time lapse that and put it in. I think what I'll do, we'll probably bring it up here and stack it right over there like we did last year. Whenever I get ready to do it and cover it up with a tarp or something. But we'll go up here and get the splitting. Alright guys, well there you have going through some firewood stuff again. Showed everything but taking it over to the barn, I guess. And some of you might be asking why I'm not stacking it over here, why I want to move it over there. Because it seems like extra work, and it is extra work. I don't want to leave it over here because I want to try to get this disked up or tilled up or something this fall so I can sow grass over here and get all, you know, these nice little stand of grass over here now, but I want more. Can't have enough grass right now. So I want to, whoa, careful over there. Knock that big iron digger down. That thing weighs about 50 pounds. But yeah, I want to get this dished up and get more grass in here. And I watched a guy that's up in New York, and he don't use any fertilizer. He uses he does a deep bedding method in his barns. He has cattle, and he does a deep bedding method all winter, and just puts hay down, then lets some manure on it, and then he'll put more hay down, and manure, hay, manure, hay, manure. And then he lets that sit, he takes it all out in the spring, lets it sit all summer, and then puts it on his pastures in the winter time. But that's all he does. But he has his grass seed. He has fescue, of course, regular just grass, but he has orchard grass, which he says comes up early in the spring, then regular fescue that comes up after that during the wet part of the spring and the cooler weathers. But then he has clover and alfalfa mixed in, and the clover and the alfalfa takes over during the dry, hot parts of the summer. And their weather, just watching this channel, their weather's similar to ours. I know the winter lasts a lot longer, but it's been in the 90s this summer and had a whole lot of spring or a whole lot of rain this spring like we did and everything. But he says that fescue and the orchard grass and stuff comes up in the spring, but then, you know, when it dries out and stuff, or dies out or goes dormant during the summer, the alfalfa and the clover picks up, which I'm not sure how that works with the clover, because our clover here, I mean, you can see just a couple little sprigs there, but it was everywhere this spring, and now there's none. So I don't know. That's just what he was saying. And his clover in his fields, look, there's clover everywhere. But that's kind of what I was wanting to do over here. I was wanting to try to get a mixture of orchard grass, fescue, clover, and alfalfa, all kind of mixed in a little bit. And see if I couldn't keep, because yeah, right now our grass is pretty much going dormant. It's staying green in some of the shaded areas and parts where the sun don't hit it a whole lot. But where the sun's hitting, it's dormant and it's not really growing or anything right now. So I'm gonna get that mixed up. This grass that's over here, it's something just not, you know, that comes up on its own. I didn't sow it. I want to disc over that, put regular fescue and something different besides that stuff, because that stuff, it don't, this winter that'll be muddy. There won't even be no grass there. You can tell right here in this area, all that was green, but it's all gone now, and that's what that'll do this winter. That's why I'm not going to stack it over here, because I want to get everything out of here, try to get as many of these stumps burned out as I can before fall, get all this sowed in grass. And I'll have the animals, the goats and the sheep will probably all wintered down there in that other lot. Gary and Bella, I'll probably wind up putting them in that small lot over here across from the barn, across the driveway. And I have to keep the boys and girls separated, so if I keep the boys and girls separated, I might put the boys over here or something. Which they might wind up, they might be together through the winter, I don't know. I definitely can't put like little buddy, his mom's in there and stuff, so I can't put him in there. But I think him and that weather I got, I'll probably take and sell. But Missy and Coco and Francine's get ready to have babies, so they might have some boys, some little bucklings or something else. So those will have to be kept separated if they have bucklings. So, but yeah, that's kind of Josie run off on me. Just kind of going over this wood a little bit. Like I said, I need our weather is kind of breaking a little bit and getting to where I can do some of this. Today's 82. We had a chance of rain this morning, almost 60% chance, and we missed it. It didn't come. There's one time I noticed some sprinkles, but yeah, we missed the rain this morning. But it's supposed to be 82 today, 82 tomorrow, and then for like the next 7 or 8 days, it's supposed to be in the 70s. But I don't think there's any chances of rain during any of that. So hopefully we can get some rain. You can see like this little puddle is completely full. You can see kind of where it was damp out there. It's draining. It's drying up fast. You can tell. I mean, y'all can tell by just looking at the ground, it's dry. It's typical for this time of year. It ain't. I don't feel like we're in any kind of drought any more than normal anyway. I think they say we're in drought almost every summer, so they might be saying we're in a drought, but I don't think it's any different than anything we're normally in. So let me go down here and find Josie. Just gonna show you that grass real quick. You see, it's some of it coming back through. It's growing. It's just not growing fast. It's not growing fast enough to keep up with our animals, but it is growing. Well, guys, we'll wrap it up for this video. Found somebody. She's down here playing with her toys and stuff. What's that? Got a weird looking face there. But appreciate you watching. We'll catch you on the next one.